It's that man again.
Conservative councillor Mario Creatura and his familiar, Cockroach, have accused South Norwood Tourist Board of being political. Everyone knows the Tourist Board's not party political. We dish out both bouquets and brickbats equally. But only a fool or a liar would argue that the closures of our libraries and the cuts to our services are not political. So perhaps Creatura and Roach would like to choose which they would prefer to be seen as. It's all part of the big lie of our times, that you choose your political party like you choose a football team, cheering and booing from the sidelines as required. With our communities and not your political football, you will not kick our lives into the gutter. We chose the Aztec symbol of this campaign quite deliberately. We all grew up hearing about the brutal society that cut out the hearts of its people so that the sun might rise again on their empire. We have always been told to think of ourselves as so much more civilised than that. But is that not what our politicians have been doing for the past 50 years? High priests of neoliberalism, cutting out the hearts of our communities on the altar of austerity so that the sun might rise tomorrow. A decaying society that consumes its own people as it dies. Meanwhile, both Labour and Conservative councillors are vying with each other to be seen as responsible. Responsible for what? Responsible for destroying the community that the people of South Norwood have built up over centuries. That is what you're responsible for, the stewardship of our community. Your job is to mind it for a couple of years, not to tug your forelock to central government, merely stopping to ask just how deep you have to cut into our hearts. These resources are not yours to dispose of, they're ours. The thing is, when politicians talk about sacrifices, it's always someone else who has to be sacrificed. Someone else's job, someone else's family, someone else's home. When they tell us we have to make hard choices, it's always someone else who faces hardship. When they say we have to be realistic, they make clear that they do not and have never understood the reality of our lives. So no, we will not be co-opted into Creatura and Roach's game of Yaboo sucks, any more than we'll be co-opted as cheerleaders for Labour. We won't solve this by slipping another one into the council chamber pot, where Labour and Conservative slosh together indistinguishably. We change this by coming together as a community, by loving and supporting each other. The last thing we need is another CEO offering mean-spirited penny pinching for us and shameless profligacy for them and their mates. If we want to change the world, then we first need to change our minds. Peace.